Hello, Cecil County and the world, and welcome to Cecil.tv. Cecil Weekly, it's January the 22nd, and we have quite a few important announcements tonight, but we're going to get to them later because tonight our first guest is on a mission. Josh Hayhurst from Super DOJO Studios. Josh, welcome. It's flu season. That's how we shake now.
That's right.
So, you are a martial arts instructor, and you had a brainstorm about how to help kids in some dangerous situations.
Right.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your dojo and how you got started in martial arts?
Sure. Well, it was just like word of mouth, like this event. I had one of my mom's friends invited me to come take class, and I stuck with it ever since. So I started when I was 13. So a lot of people think that you have to be really young when you start, but you can start at any age.
Wow, that's awesome. And the style that your dojo teaches is a mixture, is that correct?
Right, it's a mix of martial arts. So for example, if there was a specific style to this type of event that we're going to be hosting, it might not be as practical. So we need to think more open about self-defense instead of just it being like a karate style or taekwondo style or something. Right.
And the self-defense that you're going to be, the event's February 3rd. Tell us about the event.
So we're calling it a stranger awareness seminar, and it's divided up by kids' ages because we need to focus more on their stage of development. So when it comes to kids who are like 7 or 10, they're sitting at the bus stop by themselves, they're waiting. So a stranger coming up to them could mean something different than a little kid who wants to talk to everybody when they're at Walmart.
Right.
A kid who's 3 years old wants to give any person a hug, you know, right, so sure. that could be it. So every single age group or stage of development, we're going to focus on it in a different way.
I see here on this paper you have 7 and older, 3 and 4-year-olds, and 5 and 6.
Right. And
this event, you're going to teach children how to be aware of strangers and what to do.
Right.
Maybe even some martial arts.
Yeah, definitely going to do some physical self-defense too. But when I was a kid, everyone used to say, don't talk to strangers. And then I thought, that doesn't make sense because how do you meet new people? How do you make friends? So for someone who's really young, if you just tell them, don't ever talk to strangers, how does that apply when they keep that in their head all the way up until they're a teenager? Sometimes they don't develop socially because they're afraid to talk to somebody, you know?
Right.
How many times have you been at Wawa getting a coffee and you just strike up a conversation or just say hi to the person next to you? Well, that's a stranger. So sometimes there's a good stranger, sometimes there's a bad stranger, and we really want to make sure every kid is clear. This is how you meet new people, and these are the people that you maybe don't talk to unless your mom or dad's around.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I can remember reading the different articles in the paper about, you know, the kids saw a car come up recently here, even down in Perryville, and different places as well.
Right, yeah. I mean, I try to be as connected as possible, and there's a majority of the Facebook pages, like the Northeast Maryland group page or the Rising Sun group page, there's always something in it, probably at least once a month, where someone says, this was reported, you know, be on the lookout, or they caught the person that we were, you know, suspicious of, and this is, you know, all the things that they found out about the person. So already we have a little bit of a neighborhood watch throughout the entire county, which is awesome, you know? But what do kids do in that moment? That's what we want to address.
And this event, again, is February 3rd at your Super Dojo, which is where?
It's 1005 Elk Mills Road, so it's at the corner of Appleton and Elk Mills. Really close to Delaware, really close to PA.
Okay, okay.
And easy to get to, right off 95.
Right.
So yeah, we are called Super Dojo, and you know, we focus on the different age groups like that, which is unique because you said you used to do martial arts in the past, and your son did. Yes. So a lot of times it's organized by belts or experience level, but in my opinion, I think a 3 and 4-year-old think the same, whether they're a yellow belt or white belt or whatever. So we should focus on their stage of development.
Right. And this makes entirely good sense. February 3rd, and there's no cost?
There is no cost. So it's complimentary based off of the labor that we're going to put out. We're going to do this for the community. And the Boys and Girls Club of Cecil County is going to help us promote it too.
That was my next point. The Boys and Girls Club is involved. And how does a family register their kid to get involved in this training?
The best way to get the information that we're talking about outside of this actual video is to go to our Facebook page. So you'll just search for Super Dojo Martial Arts, and in the event page, you'll see the 3 different time slots, and then people can just RSVP. And if you do, I'll contact you directly so that we could talk about like what you would like to accomplish and get some more details about each family. Of course, setting up rapport. Doing an event like this is a little weird, so we want to make sure that families feel comfortable, they know what they're going to get into, and they know who the instructors are before they even show up.
They could phone video these trainings as well?
They could, yeah,
and
definitely.
that way
record.
they reinforce it at home.
Definitely.
Or maybe the kid might want to come to Super Dojo and take lessons.
Yeah, and anybody that attends will offer a discount, or for them to take a group class the next week, they're welcome to.
Well, I might just have to come up there and resume my training from many, many years ago.
I hope you do.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.